Yes, it's the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. And I'm going to do a twofer here. I'm going to do a little bit of a market update here, but at the same time, I'm also going to pick out a trading tip. And so I'm going to use PACB as my example. So PACB is one of the stocks that we follow, Pacific Biosciences. They have a great technology, but they're also a small company that's subject to a lot of beta and a lot of movement. And this thing sold out pretty hard. I think there was an expectation that they were going to get bought out. And now that that is not happening, they're going ahead and they're pushing it down to where the short sellers think there's fair value. And I think that got achieved on Friday. And so if we look at my chart here, the intensity is down at zero, the momentum down at zero, but it looks pretty washed out. And we have a daily hammer. And at the same time, we have a technical term called an NR7, which is the smallest range of high and low in the last 7 days. And that typically indicates that the next day, whatever range gets broken out from the high, and the high was 712 and the low is 686, that's the direction the market's going to go with this stock. And the move's usually a tradable move. So what I'm going to do here is on Tuesday, if it hasn't already moved above the range, I'm going to set a buy at 713 and play for a move higher on PACB. And so if it goes below, then I'm not really going to do anything, and I'll wait for a swing, and I'll wait for the momentum on the hourly to reset. It's the hourly is already kind of predicting a move higher here. The intensity's picked up, but it's gliding, and got a buy signal here, but it wasn't confirmed because it was below the 50 for me. And so I'm just kind of waiting on it to see what happens. But I think it's a good move. I think there's probably a 12 to 15% move higher in this if it moves up. And if it moves down, we'll wait till we get another buy signal and see if we'll take it. So other than that, for the week ahead, I'm short the market with long volatility calls. I'm short oil. I have drip on top of that, and then I'm slightly long the miners. I have an SLW position and a small SLV position. You can totally miss the big silver burst, and I don't know if we got over the weekend kind of a blowout on it to see if we come back and retrace and have another opportunity to buy, or if it's going to kind of sell off a little bit into the summer, which happens a lot. So we don't know if it was just guys taking advantage of the quarter end change and low volume to get out of position to squeeze some shorts out so that they can take profit. Well, we'll know more next week. Looking at the week ahead, it should be a bearish week. And when I mean bearish week is the week should trend down into Thursday, and then looking at the payroll report for Friday to see if that is going to be a weak payroll report, and then drive all the weak dollar, more Fed stimulus crowd to push the market higher. But we'll see, and that's not atypical even if there wasn't news on Friday. Usually going into OPEX week, it's a move higher, but there's just all the volatility has been crushed. There are no put buyers, so I just have a hard time finding. And my understanding also is that there's going to be some heavier Treasury action. So and then the corporate guys are out of the buyback business because it's going into their quiet season. So I really don't know what the catalyst is unless there's just a lot of money coming in from Europe and Japan to prop our markets up. But none of the domestic tools are I think they're all exhausted. So anyway, this is Bob from Trade Genius. That's the 4th of July, and I'll catch everybody in the market tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.